All right, episode 6. Yeah, I started with the 1993 bike. I should have really started with the 1995 bike. It's a duplicate, as I said in the previous episode. My first true mountain bike was a 1995 GT Tequesta, and it was black. Um, Previous year when I bought it, got a good deal on it. Starter model, because I raced road, but I'd never raced mountain bikes before, so I was totally new to the mountain bike sport. So it was just an entry. It They're kind of cool now when you look at them, but back in the day, that was not their top end true racing bike or whatever. That's the Zascar, and that's for another episode. I did own a couple of those, but that was later down the road when I really got into mountain bike racing. Then I got me a Zascar, but the 95, I found me another one, and it's funny. It's identical, almost identical to the one I had in 1995 or 1996, actually. Um, and you'll see in the video, I'll show everybody. But it's basically, I had to find it came with a weird suspension fork that Specialized made. It's called a Future Shock, and it's titanium carbon, which it's weird. Long story on that one, but I didn't want it. It was dead. The fork was dead. So I needed to either make it back rigid or put a suspension fork on it. Decided to go back rigid. So I had to find me a black fork that matched, and a threadless fork to match the bike. And that was, luckily for GT's Facebook page, somebody had one. So I ended up finding one, got that put on, changed the saddle, and that's pretty much all I did. I put some more street-worthy tires on it, and I do ride it to work occasionally. But anyway, you'll see in the video, pretty much stock bike, and I'll talk about it after the video, tell you a little bit more about it. And here it is. Here's the 95 Tequesta in black, and it's so weird looking. And when I saw this thing on Facebook Marketplace, I had to have it. It was just such a blast from the past, because this is the exact bike that my first mountain bike that I got, and I got interested in this. I'm a roadie, obviously, but my little brief stint into mountain biking all started with this one right here. And this is close as it's going to come. There's obviously those are the original tires. It's crazy. It's Tioga Psychos. Last year, the All-Terra on the down tube. 18-inch, not the original fork as I mentioned in the video, but yeah, there it is. Pretty dang cool. And that's my 1995 Tequesta. Pretty much the way I would have gotten it in 1995. There's a few changes on that one. I found this one on Facebook Marketplace, but it was just crazy. Exact year bike my first mountain bike that I got. I got much better GTs later, but this was the start of it right here. This 95 Tequesta. This one, I put a different saddle on it. It has a flight titanium, which I don't think I even had on mine originally. Those aren't the right pedals. That the original owner put those on there, but that's fine for what I use it for. Original Tioga Psycho tires that came on it. Surprisingly, not dry rotted completely. I can actually still ride on them, which is crazy for as old as they are. Grips probably are not the same grips that came on it. I don't think that's the right handlebar, but it is what it is. As close as it's going to get to the one I previously owned, and I don't even know where that one went. I don't know if I sold it to somebody. I don't remember, but I had to get this one for nostalgia purposes. This is where it all began for the mountain bike side of me. I'm a roadie, obviously, but my little exit to mountain bike racing started with this bike right here. But anyway, on to episode 7. One more bike to show you. See you later.